Hey Steelers Nation! The Pittsburgh Steelers are working harder than ever to improve, adapt, and make sure this 2025 season isn't just different tits unforgettable. From aggressive offseason trades to controversial roster decisions, the front office is going Ellen. But now, a bombshell has dropped. TJ Watt, the face of our defense, might actually be on the trade block. Yeah, you heard that right. Before we dive into this explosive report, don't forget to drop a like if you appreciate honest, passionate coverage of your Pittsburgh Steelers. We're working every day to bring you the latest, so hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Steelers insider Mark Kaboly dropped a stunner this week during an appearance on 93.7 The Fan, revealing that Pittsburgh has started making quiet inquiries about TJ Watt's trade value. Kaboly didn't go all-in with specifics on air, but let's not downplay it. This is serious. Even the mention of trading Watt sends shockwaves through Steelers Nation. Kaboly explained that the Steelers are likely just doing due diligence, in case negotiations completely break down. But let's be honest, if this was just about being cautious, would it even need to leak out at all? There's no way this is happening unless things are really stalled, Kaboly hinted. Gets to the point of no return, then a second-round pick starts looking really attractive. Let's pause there. A second-rounder for arguably the most disruptive edge rusher in football. That tells us just how uncertain the future is, and that uncertainty is rooted in what else? Guaranteed money. TJ Watt wants to be the highest-paid pass rusher in the league, and frankly, he's earned that right. But the Steelers, according to multiple insiders like ESPN's Jeremy Fowler and Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, are hesitating for a very common-sense reason: Watt's durability and late-season performance. Fowler reported that an NFL coordinator believes Watt wore down at the end of 2024, with 0 sacks in his final 4 games, including the wildcard loss to Baltimore. Mike Florio added that in today's NFL, you don't pay players for what they've done, you pay them for what you expect them to do moving forward. And here's the kicker: Watt turns 31 in October. He missed nearly half the 2022 season to injury, and by the end of his next deal, he'll be in the twilight of his prime. The Steelers are reportedly unwilling to match or exceed the massive 4-year, $160 million deal Myles Garrett signed earlier this year, especially not with $123.5 million guaranteed. So what's next? A training camp holdout is still on the table. Watt could show up July 23rd and only do individual drills, just like he did in 2021 when he held out for his current deal, or ... He could sit regular season games. That's the nuclear option. But given how far apart the sides are, we can't rule anything out. Now, while all this contract drama is unfolding, let's not forget what the Steelers front office has already pulled off. They landed All-Pro corner Ramsay and Pro Bowl tight end Jonnu Smith from the Dolphins in a bold trade that sent Minkah Fitzpatrick packing. Ramsay's arrival lit up headlines, but not everyone is convinced it's a slam dunk. Former NFL GM Doug Whaley went on 93.7 The Fan and voiced some serious concerns about Ramsay's fit in Pittsburgh. "This is where I struggle with Ramsay," Whaley said. "He's tall, he's long, but in the slot against quick guys. That's tough for him at this stage. At 30 years old, Ramsay isn't quite the elite speed demon he once was. While Joey Porter Jr. and Darius Slay handled the outside, Ramsay is expected to fill the nickel role. But that position demands sharp agility, lightning-fast reactions, and the ability to mirror shifty receivers in tight space." Whaley thinks that could be a mismatch nightmare for Pittsburgh. He even warned that offensive coordinators might now target the slot deliberately, using quick personnel to isolate and exploit Ramsay in space. The coaching staff could shift Ramsay into a hybrid safety roller move that would maximize his football IQ, toughness, and tackling ability without exposing his aging legs. He's even expressed interest in that kind of position before, citing Charles Woodson as inspiration. But if Ramsay slides into safety, who covers the slot? That's a depth issue that hasn't been solved yet. And let's not forget the team just traded its best deep field safety in Minkah. So wherever Ramsay plays, he'll be asked to fill a huge void. Let's zoom out. The Steelers have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, DK Metcalf as WR1, Ramsay in the secondary. They've made it clear they're going all-in for 2025, but none of it works if they don't have TJ Watt. The defense without Watt, it's just not the same. Since 2017, the Steelers' win percentage without him is dismal. When he's on the field, they're contenders. When he's not, they're pretenders. That's why this entire situation is so nerve-wracking. You don't shop TJ Watt unless you're truly unsure a deal can get done. And the fact that this news even exists and a record means it's not just smoke. There's fire. Let's talk about what's been buzzing around the Steelers' locker room. Since DK Metcalf arrived from Seattle, it hasn't taken long for his new teammates to realize they're dealing with a different kind of beast, Calvin Austin. 3. One of the fastest players on the roster spoke openly about his first impressions of Metcalf in an interview with Doc Holliday of Action News 5. And folks, it wasn't just respect, it was awe. "Me and him hit it right off," Austin said. "Just the way he works. Just seeing him take off, the knee lift, the drive, I'm like, man, who want to be in front of that?" Let that sink in. One of the quickest guys in the league is saying he doesn't want to be in front of Metcalf. That speaks volumes. Combination of size, strength, and explosive speed makes him one of the most feared wideouts in football. He's 6 feet 4 inches, 235 pounds of muscle, and yet he runs like a track star. For cornerbacks across the NFL, good luck. But Metcalf isn't just a physical marvel. He's been impressing teammates with his work ethic and humility. According to Austin, DK's attitude has made him instantly likable. He's just one of the guys, Austin continued. He's constantly asking us, "How did this route look? What do y'all call this?" Just constantly wanting to learn. That earns our respect right off the bat. That mindset is exactly what Steelers fans love to hear. A star coming in, but not acting like a diva. Metcalf is putting in the work, asking questions, and integrating himself into the locker room culture. You can't teach that. That's what makes a true Steelers-type player. In case you forgot, let's run through Metcalf's resume. In 6 seasons with the Seattle Seahawks, 6,324 receiving yards, 48 touchdowns, 438 receptions in 97 games. That's with Russell Wilson and Geno Smith throwing him the ball. Now he's got Aaron Rodgers. That's a potential explosion waiting to happen. Add in the fact that the Steelers also acquired quarterback Will Howard in that trade, who could be Rodgers' successor, and suddenly this deal looks even better for Pittsburgh. Long term, but it's not all sunshine and touchdowns in Pittsburgh right now. While the offense is finding its rhythm, the defense is dealing with some questions, especially in the secondary. Steelers cornerback Darius Slay, who signed a 1-year, $10 million deal in March, reportedly has lingering knee concerns. According to NFL insider Adam Kaplan on Fox Sports Radio, as I'm told, one of his knees is a concern. He actually had arthroscopic surgery on it late in 2023. You have to wonder how well he can run. This isn't the first time Slay's had knee issues. He also had a similar procedure back in 2013. In fact, he once said he was playing when his leg was 30% healthy. That's the kind of wear and tear that catches up to players fast, especially in a division like the AFC North, where physicality is everything. Now, at age 34, Slay's durability is a valid concern. Even though he's coming off a solid season with the Eagles, 14 games, 49 tackles, 13 pass defenses, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, still productive, but Pittsburgh has to be cautious. Thankfully, the Steelers made another bold move to hedge their bets. The blockbuster trade for Ramsay may end up being about more than just replacing Minkah Fitzpatrick at safety. If Slay's knee doesn't hold up or he can't play full-time reps outside, Ramsay could be asked to play corner or slide into that nickel spot. Some have even suggested the team might move Ramsay to safety, full-time, something he's embraced in the past. He has the IQ, the physicality, and the experience to adapt, but that does leave some questions. If Ramsay goes to safety, who covers the slot? Can the team count on Slay to stay healthy and hold down his side of the field all year? Those are real challenges that Mike Tomlin and defensive coordinator Terrell Austin will have to navigate. All right, Steelers fans, it's your turn to weigh in. Should Pittsburgh give TJ Watt what he wants and lock him up for the rest of his prime? Or is the front office right to be cautious with a massive contract for a 31-year-old pass rusher? What about Ramsay? Is he a versatile chess piece that will elevate the secondary, or are you worried like Whaley that he could be a liability in the slot? Let me know in the comments. Drop your takes, predictions, and what you would do if you were Omar Khan. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. We've got updates coming fast all offseason long. Until next time, here's hoping the next breaking news out of Pittsburgh is a TJ Watt extension and not a TJ Watt trade. Let's go Steelers Nation.